Nobody talks about how embarrassing it is when someone says you look like someone that is not good looking. Because I was at the mall the other day and a person who watches my videos came up to me and was like, Tyler, I'm so glad I found you. So I respond with, oh yeah, why is that? And he goes, because every time I watch your videos, I always think of how you look so much like this one movie character. So I ask what character and he says he'll show me. But before he does, he goes, you probably won't see it at first, but if you really look, there's a resemblance. So I'm thinking he's about to show me a picture of Brad Pitt or something, but then he turns the phone and it's the rat from Flushed Away. Immediately I was like, what are you talking about? I look nothing like him. But then he was like, here, compare it to a picture of yourself. So I do, and after a few seconds, I'm like, oh my gosh, I do look like him. You gotta be kidding me, man. Imagine meeting someone who watches your content in public and they just cook you. I can't catch a break. I didn't know one tell me that Black History Month has a flag because I just horribly embarrassed myself. I was waiting in line to get food at the airport and the person behind me complimented my jacket. So I wanted to give them a compliment back and they were wearing a little pin on their shirt. So I said, I like the pin you're wearing. Is that the country you're from? You know what they said? They said, no, this isn't a country. It's the Black History Month flag. Bro, I thought that was the Lithuania flag. Do you know how embarrassing that is? Luckily, they laughed it off and they were cool about it, but my face got so red. This is why I don't open my mouth, like ever. I'm stupid. I'm just stupid. A Gen Z parent for the first time, and the next generation is doomed. So I was at the DMV and I sat next to this girl who was getting a new license because hers expired. And she showed me her old one and I saw that her birthday was the exact same as mine. And as I'm talking to her, I see a little kid run by and she goes, Noah, stop running. And I said, how do you know that kid? And she was like, oh, that's my son. First of all, why aren't you watching him? But second of all, we're the same age and you already have a kid? I'm out here still playing with Legos and you have a kid? But anyways, we started talking about her kid and she told me that when she found out she was pregnant, she was terrified because she was like, what if I don't even like the baby? I mean, that's kind of a crazy thing to say, but I guess it's fair. And then she told me how her son starts school next week and that she's really scared for that to happen too, because what if he asked her for help on his homework? And I was like, what do you mean? If he needs help, just help him. And she said, well, if he goes up to me and says, Mama, how do I solve this math problem? What do I say? I'm not good at math either. And the more she spoke, the more I was like, damn, you're kind of right. I can't do math either. Now I'm scared to have a kid. Thanks a lot, no.
For all the bees out there that keep trying to sting me, just know I caught your homie and I'm not giving him back until you promise to stop trying to hurt me. You have 24 hours to respond.